Part 3 with Ricky, the producer, and what was the rest of the title? Producer!
Double producer.
11 questions, like everybody else. Question number 1. How does it feel to compose?
Well, I wouldn't say so much I composed anything. I just kind of threw everything together, try to make it sound the best I can. Of course, the players in the band already did a great job of doing that. So my job wasn't as hard as other people think it is.
Well, I guess that's for us to say. Number 2. What songs were challenging to edit?
I would probably say any of the songs that only had 2 members playing at the same time. The reason why is because you have to exaggerate one of them in order to make it sound okay. As compared to when you have a song with the full band, no one person should be over another person unless the song is written that way. So when you have to make sure that sounds good with only 2 people, it seems to be a little bit harder than it is when there's a lot of people playing.
Okay, follow up to that. What songs were less challenging, would you say? Any specific songs?
Any specific song. I think the ones that I already had a good idea of what it should sound like, particular one would be Catching Butterflies. That one was already recorded very, very well, so all I had to do was very basic stuff to it. Converting to stereo, stuff like that. It wasn't that hard to do that. It took me maybe 10 minutes to do that entire song.
Okay. It's like a 3-minute song. Number 3. How many times did you reset during recording sessions?
Well, it depends on the song. As Melvin said earlier, One Night Only took quite a few takes. So other songs really were done within 2 to 3 takes, and most resetting was done during that time. So we didn't have to completely throw away any song, which I find was very good, very good.
Okay. Question number 4. How long did it take to get a nice recording setup?
Really, really long, and University of Phoenix. That's how long it took. Before this, we had a single 2-input recorder, and it was very hard to get more than 2 people on the recorder at the same time, bouncing the tracks. Very technical. Now that we have a good recording setup that was actually pretty cheap, it made our lives a whole lot easier and made our sound a whole lot better.
Music-wise, our lives look so much better. Question number 5. How would you feel if you could play in the band?
Well, we're already working on that. I might introduce myself as a pianist next time.
Spoilers!
That we create a new album. And I think that would be great. Although I do want to keep my title as producer as well because I enjoy producing the music.
Yes, executive producer, you are. Question number 6. Which song did you like the most?
My favorite one would be Catching Butterflies for this album. That one just speak to me very, very well.
Yeah, take that. 7. About how many problems came up while editing?
While editing, the biggest problem that we have is playing in a garage band. Sometimes you can get some echoes in the background, and our mic setup isn't the best yet, but I believe with the right amount of effort and the right amount of determination, you can make anything sound good as long as you need it to.
Pro questions right there. Pro answers, my bad. Question number 8. How much time have you put into playing instruments yourself?
I started playing guitar at the same time that Melvin did, and I got nowhere near as good as him because I didn't have the time or the desire to devote as much time as he did to it. As far as piano goes, I went and bought it the same day that I got the recorder, and I've been playing piano now for about 2 months. I feel that I'm much more natural with piano than I ever was with guitar, so I'm looking really, really forward to that.
And you were aware that Melvin said that piano is way more complicated than guitar.
I disagree with that because piano seems to be a hell of a lot easier than guitar is, and that a lot of experts will say that as well.
Well, you know, some people think mustard tastes better than ketchup.
Yep, personal experience.
I guess it's just personal. Yeah, okay. Question number 9. Will you be able to devote more time into instrument playing?
I will, as long as other unforeseen circumstances pop up, but I would like to devote as much time as I can to more instrument playing to help our band progress as a band.
Sound-wise, of course. Sound progressing, yes. Question number 10. How long does it take to set up? Did we already ask that? How long does it take to set up? Maybe just make up one.
Maybe you should just ask that question.
How long does it take to set up? And okay. How long does it take to set up when we arrive at practice?
It usually takes us about an hour to actually get everything all set up, and so to the point where people aren't tripping over things and things aren't going to sound bad. I feel that the prep time is actually justified because if we just throw everything together, it's going to reflect on the music.
So what about follow-up question to that? Is anybody picky about where they actually set up at?
It's not so much that they're picky as it is with our equipment. One of our mics likes to pick up a lot more sound than the other one, so whoever's using that mic has to be on the opposite side of the garage, unfortunately. And the other vocalist usually tries to stay away from the rest of the instruments as well, just for the fact that we don't want to have unquoted pickups in the background. I don't think that anybody personally has a choice or a want to be anywhere particularly.
So they're not prima donnas.
Not yet.
Not yet. Question number 11. Would you choose a different instrument to learn how to play?
I believe piano is a good choice for me. However, if I had any choice in the world, I think I would like to play violin, because I love the way a violin sounds.
Real yellow cardish.
Exactly.
Man, they do get that. All right, well, that was 11 questions. And that is Ricky, our producer. And interview out.